loving it.
I just can't get over it, how awesome this place is.
If you enjoy rock climbing, hiking, and unique, amazing vistas,
You're gonna love City of Rocks National Reserve here in Southern Idaho. Hi, and welcome back to Mountain Beaches. I'm Norm.
and I'm Kim, and we're living our dream to discover new adventures.
We are, because tomorrow is never promised, so live for today.
In this video, we're going to share with you what I call the Valley of the Gnomes.
We're also going to share with you a unique and rare granite arch formation, along with some history of this area on how the pioneers used this on their trek to California to find gold.
You got money, honey? And is there an entrance fee?
No, not for the City of Rocks.
Okay.
And you guys said you're staying in the Smoky Mountain Campground?
Yeah.
Okay. So that actually, when you paid for your reservation, that bought your entry into the Castle Rocks State Park Bowl.
All right, I'm not going to talk really loud because I don't want to bother all the rock climbers behind me, but we aren't rock climbers, but we would be remiss if we didn't point out that this is a huge rock climbing area. They have anywhere from medium to advanced rock climbs. Some of them are really close to each other. There's at least 700 routes that you can choose to go on, and it's a fantastic place if you're a rock climber.
Or even just a rock climb watcher.
Absolutely.
You probably can't tell from this distance, but there is a person on the top of that rock. And another one on the side here, and another one over here climbing up. But the one on the very top was standing up just a moment ago. Crazy! Down in the bottom of the ravine here, just a beautiful little oasis forest. So you might be wondering, what in the world is a national reserve? We sure were. I'd never heard of it before.
I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, so we checked at the information at the, what do they call it? The
visitor center.
Visitor center.
Yep.
And they told us a national reserve is land that's set aside by the national government, but that it's run and operated by the state. And the feds pay money to the state to run it. And there are a few differences.
Yeah, some of the differences are there can be private property on the National Reserve. You can find some cattle grazing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, in fact, we saw a for sale sign up here.
And we saw some cattle, so
Yep.
we've seen both of those.
Yep. So it's awesome that the government has set aside these special locations for all of us to use.
And this one is especially wonderful.
This is amazing. You need to come see it.
All right, this is what I call the Valley of the Gnomes. It's not a designated spot on the tour guide, but you see all those little homes out there? To me, you know those little gnomes that people have in their front yard? They all need a home. This looks like their home, Valley of the Gnomes.
All right, we are hiking over to the window arch. The unique thing about this arch is that it is an arch made totally out of granite, which is highly unusual with as hard and strong as granite is. Most arches, like down in Arches National Park or down Moab area, those are mostly made out of softer sandstone or a softer material, softer rock. So this ought to be cool to see. We're hiking down to it. This is really awesome. Oh, here it is. All right. There it is, window arch. Things I do for love. Okay, we're gonna get over there. Doing okay?
Yes.
All right, let's keep going. Down, down, down. Now, I'm not sure how much further we can actually get. This beautiful valley behind us here in the City of the Rocks was a common stopping point for pioneers along the California Trail. The California Trail goes right through the City of Rocks, and between 1843 and 1882, over 200,000 pioneers in wagon trains
Wow.
came through here. And in this spot behind us, they love to stop and camp and rest. There is grass for their horses and oxen, there's water, there's wood for their fires, and this just became a great spot and a popular spot for these pioneers as they headed west for gold. So have you ever heard of the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place? I think I just found it. One thing that we've discovered is that there are lots of primitive campsites available up here. There are 60. Some are reservable, some are first come, first serve walk-in. But they're awesome. It gives you all sorts of opportunities to come up and camp and enjoy the sights. These will have a fire ring, a picnic table, and typically a level spot to pitch a tent. But it's here in the beauty of the nature. Rocks everywhere. There are pit toilets available. There are so many awesome places to just pull over on the side of the road and just go for a little hike. Amazing rocks, giant rocks. There's people that are rock climbing everywhere, but there's also just little trails like this one I'm on now that's taken me up the backside of this rock. And some are easy, some are a little more difficult, but wow, around every bend is a new vista, and it's just spectacular here. Okay, so our camera battery died, so I ran back to the truck and got my cell phone, but I wanted to really quickly show you this. This is really cool. Here we are at a spot where people along the California Trail, gold rushers were heading to California. They were signed their names on this rock, and you can still see a lot of them. So let me show you this. It's awesome. So if you look here on this picture that was taken in 1930, you can see right in here an 1843 date. Now let me show you, and right above that it says Sequist. You can't really see that on the rocks, but you can kind of see this one, Cordon. So let me show you over here and see if you can see that. 1843 right there, and there's Cordon. Look at all those names. These were immigrants as they were passing by, and they wrote their names, and oftentimes they used axle grease. This rock is called Camp Rock. Once contained hundreds of names, but these historic records are fast disappearing as nature takes its toll. Part of American history right there on a big rock in what is now called City of Rocks National Reserve in Southern Idaho. Okay, we got to get back to camp. It's getting late and we're getting hungry. And Kim's got a good dinner that she's going to fix for us tonight. Tonight's our last night here in the area before we got to head home. But we just needed to show you this. This is part of God's nature, and it is magnificent. Sometimes you have to even go outside your comfort zone, like free climbing.
If you like this video, you're really going to love the next one where we share with you our tour of the new Grand Design 303 RLS. See you in the next video.
She did it!